Speaking of give us money right now, let's talk about Duncan Hunter and his wife. Duncan Hunter inherited essentially a congressional seat in Orange County, California from his daddy. Like his daddy, he's a, ultra far right extremist militarist Republican. He was one of the first two Republicans in the House to endorse Donald Trump. And the guy is certainly in perfect keeping with the Republican Party and Donald Trump. He was indicted, I believe, along with his wife yesterday for misuse of campaign funds. And as far as I'm concerned, his campaign can a lot of military contractors being California and being a total, just a subsidy and a wish list for anything that the military industrial complex wants. He's a bagman for every single corporate interest in America. And I see this misuse of if a candidate who is grassroots funded misused it, then it would sting. Because this is coming from, people that have actual support like Bernie Sanders or Ocasio-Cortez.
$27 will get me 2 tequila shots.
Yeah. Oh, thanks for that $27. Now let's go get hammered. Me and Weaver are going to go get drunk. But because that's not the case, and because I'm sure that very few normal people contribute to Duncan Hunter, I think that this is basically a small redistribution of wealth plan, although I'm sure that Duncan was already quite well off, and I think that this is fucking hilarious. And I love every single part of the story. I love that Duncan Hunter ripped off his scumbag donors. I love that his scumbag donors were ripped off. I love that he and his wife were indicted. I love that this adds to momentum for Democrats taking back Congress. And I also love how he spent this money. On this graphic right here, first 2 trips, let's be honest, this make total sense. Family trip to Italy, family trip to Hawaii, not mad at it. Great call. I agree with both of them by Duncan Hunter. But then he's also saying, hey, I'm not just a fucking fun and games guy. I also do serious things with the campaign finance money I'm misusing. Costco items, $11,300. He's taking care of his family. He's buying, industrial. Yeah, he's buying in bulk. He's buying industrial sized Cheese Whiz.
Got Lucky Charms for 2 years.
He's keeping it real.
He is keeping it real. And then he says, hey, you know what? You tired of all the bulk food from Costco? What about a night of family bonding? How about $3,300 in In-N-Out Burger?
Do we know the details of that? Is that one occurrence or is that over the course of a year?
I'm assuming that it's over the course of time.
He's had this account since 2008.
Okay.
Oh, then that's super modest.
Yeah, because there was a time
that's nothing. The guy just likes a burger.
When I lived in Fargo, I used to always go to...
9 years.
Yeah, whatever.
When I lived in Fargo, I used to always go to Burger Time, and I went to the drive-thru so much, the guy actually wanted to offer me a job. So I know where he's coming from here.
That would be great. In a perfect world, he would get, I don't know, let's throw him in jail for a couple months just because he's a Republican, and then maybe a parole and a job at In-N-Out Burger. And then he shows, and by the way, this is a guy who cares about his family's emotional well-being and takes the emotional questions and his family's happiness seriously. Pet Rabbit airline tickets, $600. I love it. I hope that the cut from that specifically came from, say, Lockheed Martin. And then...
Well, I just like to say, Nixon would have this playbook, right? Because he had the dog checkers.
Right.
I'm keeping the rabbit, too. It's a care rabbit, you insensitive pricks.
Yeah, it's a care rabbit. I have Duncan's back on this. And then I also have his back because, frankly, look at him. He's the vaping congressman. He endorsed Trump. What? I mean, the only part of this scandal that I'm actually surprised by so far is that it was with his wife and not some side piece.
He's a family man.
Yeah, I was like, wow, respect to you. It's shocking.
But your bit about how this is a good waste of corporate cash, donor cash, I think this is a new possible opening for leftist infiltration. Is if you can be a GOP candidate, just get $5,000-$6,000 and have fun with it. And
I will volunteer.
Well, our coverage.
Yeah, I know. Well, except, you know what? I'm so tired. I feel like I can't say what I think anymore.
What are the military?
And I'm a Republican, so I'm running for Congress. So.
Yeah, anybody, if you're a leftist in the military, go to a local Republican office and say, I want to be your candidate.
And then, of course, $462.46 for gourmet steak and 30 tequila shots. Duncan Hunter fucking crushing it.
He's buying rounds for people.
Buying rounds
That's very
for
generous.
people.
Who said Republicans don't want to spread the wealth around?
I just don't want government to mandate how I misuse my campaign funds. If you leave it to my own like fucking auspices, I'll buy everybody a shot. Honey, don't worry. We'll bring the rabbit on the plate. I got it. I just got another campaign donation. Yeah, Duncan Hunter's awesome.
I'm sad it doesn't go. It was stopped when it was because I would like to see how much he paid for open heart surgery.
He's still pretty young. I think he's only like in his late 30s, early 40s. So that hasn't maybe as part of his moral awakening, he'll get on like some type of Rasta diet.
The story would have gone supernova viral if he had like a bunch of vape charges on that.
I'm kind of surprised he didn't.
Yeah,
he
does
actually
gets it for free because he lobbies for
That's
them.
true.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
off the books, bro.
Fucking off the books.
It's
Just-
a healthy alternative to cigarettes, man.
But that really accounts for about 50% of my income all year.
Just for the record, we do not support vape culture
No.
here at Majority Report.
No, we do not. Final.